Hi there, my name is Ewan Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel Remembering Love. The subject of today's video is meditation as an act of self-acceptance. And what I'd like to do is just to take you through why I think this is important and how it's helped me understand and get more from my meditation practice and how it may be able to help you. So when we think about meditation, and certainly when I've thought about it, and I still do in some ways, think about what it is to meditate, I have a lot of images and a lot of sort of prejudice, in inverted commas, or conditioning that comes with that. When I think of meditation, often I think of, Buddhist monks or nuns meditating, or that sort of classic image you see all online of someone sitting in a half lotus doing the mudra, looking like they're in this very deep state of peace and relaxation. And so when I go to meditate, that's kind of like the background idea of what I think it is, or what I thought it was to meditate. So what happens is you then go to meditate and you suddenly discover that that isn't really a lot of what you feel. A lot of the process, particularly to begin with in meditation, is encountering a lot of internal discomfort, restlessness, agitation, your mind spinning, and a real resistance to just sitting there and doing nothing, and really feeling like that's really difficult and that's really hard. And although there are moments of quietness and internal silence that appear, there's a lot of the process itself is more uncomfortable than comfortable. So if you have this idea that meditation is all about just finding inner peace, and you go to meditate and find you don't get that immediately, or not for a while, then you're going to feel disheartened and maybe throw away the practice unnecessarily. So something that has helped me is something my meditation teacher basically told me, or see meditation as an act of self-acceptance, or a practice of self-acceptance. And what that means is, as you sit down and quieten your mind and close your eyes and kind of shut off the world a bit and create that sort of sensory deprivation of no external stimulation, and you're just present with yourself, what you're doing in that act is saying whatever comes up is okay. Whatever arises in me in terms of thoughts, feelings, body sensations, I'm looking to just be able to be with that, to be able to accept this is what's happening. I am having a conversation with my wife that I'm rehashing in my mind. Obviously in this version I'm winning the conversation. I feel this discomfort in my ankle. I'm not very comfortable here. I've got an itchy ear. I'm thinking about something tomorrow that I need to do or not do. There's a whole series of erratic, lateral, switching, moving processes that arise up as you sit still. And there is a resistance to that in the sense of, well, I'm trying to concentrate, I'm trying to do this counting practice, I keep getting sidetracked and I keep losing my focus, and then I'm frustrated with that. And part of the process of seeing meditation as a form of self-acceptance is the ability to be able to say whatever arises in that space, although my intention is to kind of have this counting practice, or this mantra that I'm going to try keep bringing my concentration back to. If I do get distracted, if I do end up in this conversation, that's okay too. That I'm not battling between this point versus this other point, but rather within the frame of my awareness and the frame of my attention, whatever arises is okay. It's all to be observed, it's all to be noted, it's all to be welcomed and accepted. And I'm just spending time saying and being aware and clear that whatever arises within me is okay. I can accept it. There's no good or bad content in my awareness. There's no good or bad feelings or thoughts. There's just what is going on, and me being okay with what is going on, and practicing this non-resistance to the content of my own consciousness. And that is a really powerful practice, because it's also goes against, to some degree, a lot of what our focus gets taken in, where we're drawn into situations, we're drawn into people, we're drawn into our devices, we're drawn into external reality in a way that takes us away from what are we feeling somatically, physically, what are we feeling emotionally, what's really going on inside of us at any given moment. And often our attention's away from that reality of this is what is going on. And to spend time focused on being present, being accepting, saying there's nothing in or out of my flow of consciousness that I have to judge and say this should or shouldn't be there, is a very powerful act. And I think it nurtures our awareness. It nurtures more of a relaxed feeling, so we're not battling all the time. And even if we are battling, we can bring that into what we're accepting as well. That it's just this practice of welcoming and accepting the reality of what's in front of us, both internally and externally. And if you see your meditation practice as an act of self-acceptance rather than a thing that you do to find inner peace, then you'll still get your moments of inner peace, you'll still get your states of silence, but all the other stuff that gets you there, that has value too. That has importance. That being present with all the discomfort is as critical as being present with the interior silence, particularly to begin with. I think particularly when you're starting off a meditation practice, to see it like that, I think has certainly helped me judge my meditation practices less harshly and less based on this criteria of outcome. You know, like I'm meditating to get to this state, and then the days that I get it, I'm struggling to get back there. And rather than seeing my meditation practice as a means to an end, it's its own end. It's just sitting there, giving myself the space to be aware of what's going on, accepting what's going on, is its own thing. You know, that can be nurtured and practiced. And it's also something you can come back to. You can check in throughout the day for a few minutes here and a few minutes there to say, what is happening in me right now? What am I feeling in my body, in my heart, in my mind? Like, what's really going on? And having a curiosity as to kind of what is happening inside of us, and how much am I conscious of what's going on, and how much am I in habit and automation. And these are interesting questions to explore throughout the day, and a meditation practice that sees it as self-acceptance will help you carry that into your day. So look, I hope this has made sense. I hope this has helped. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you've got any insights or comments you'd like to leave, please put them in the comments section. Thank you for coming, and please take care of yourself. Bye bye.